When we are talking about mindful consumption, it is about who I am, or and what is my state of being influenced. So mindful marketing, there are a lot of lot of stakeholders in this entire mechanism, right? Like consumption is one part of the process, and consumers and sellers and marketers and producers, these are all different stakeholders of the entire mechanism. Now, a marketer will probably do their job of of promoting mindless consumption, which is okay. But then, and you can't change that, okay?
If I have to be sustainable and tell people that no, you buy this product only when you need it, then can I run a business?
So that's not the only side of the argument. That's where marketing lies, right? Sustainability, or having like you in the first place need a product that is as sustainable as it can be. So as a marketer, you can only focus on you can only drive the consumption needs of the people, right? That's the power of a marketer, right? So which is why I did not comment on what the product should be like. Of course, I cannot change. I can't go wake up tomorrow and ask all businesses to stop producing anything that is harming the economy. In fact, every small thing that we do is going to create an environment footprint. It is going to create a social footprint. We can't stop that. But coming back to your question about will the company then stop selling their product? No, they will not stop selling their product. I think what is needed when it comes to marketing and propagating mindful consumption is what tactics or what heuristics or what nudges are you using to sell your product? To what extent are you asking your consumers or your potential consumers to buy a product mindlessly? I think that is what needs to stop.
But then the food industry will stop working. I mean, most of the people purchase food or Swiggy something because because of some kind of an impulse. It's more of an impulse buying. Even when it comes to shopping, you end up buying
Everything
a lot
is
of
a want and not a need.
Yeah, and again, so most of the companies are working because there is this impulse for consumers to buy. So if a marketer of say H&M or Zara or say Swiggy stops creating that impulse for food, that every time I see puchka, when I see cheese, or when I see pizza, I want to buy it, will they have a job? I mean, this is the demand of their profession, to create this need so that people consume mindlessly, because the company functions on mindlessly. So I'm not hungry right now, but if you place a pizza right now in front of me, I'll want to eat it.
That's okay.
Yeah, but that's what Swiggy is doing. I don't need a pizza right now at all for the next 5 hours.
Yes.
But because Swiggy will have these social media posts about cheese and about pizza and about Friday and all of that, that you'll want to go to Swiggy and just buy a pizza. But that's how Swiggy is working, because it's so convenient. It delivers in 20 minutes or whatever.
So now what is important to remember here is that consumption, as I said earlier, consumption is just one part of the story, right? It's just one small but powerful and influential part of the entire story, right? And when it comes to why not promote or push products that are actually probably contributing in a more mindful way to the entire environmental and social chain. Now, okay, let's use the example of food and fashion, since you mentioned these two products. So, when we are talking about mindful consumption, it is about who I am, or and what is my state of being influenced. So mindful marketing, there are a lot of lot of stakeholders in this entire mechanism, right? Like consumption is one part of the process, and consumers and sellers and marketers and producers, these are all different stakeholders of the entire mechanism. Now, a marketer will probably do their job of promoting mindless consumption, which is okay. But then, and you can't change that, okay? You can change that for a lot of businesses, a lot of products, but let's assume that that's not going to change, right? But a consumer, like someone like me or you, we do have the power to not fall for that Swiggy ad.
Yeah, but if more and more people become like you and me,
Yes.
then Swiggy will not be Swiggy. Because
That's okay. Why is that wrong?
Yeah,
Why is it wrong for a Swiggy to not be a Swiggy? You'll find
it's
you'll
giving
find an
employment to
alternative.
thousands of people.
But what
It's
tells
adding
you
to the economy.
what tells you that because Swiggy will not be Swiggy tomorrow, it will lose its employees, or it will have to cut? The only whenever there's change in an economy, or whenever there's evolution, whenever there needs adaptation.